Hello students. So today we are going to see the next topic of networking, that is networking devices. So I hope you remember the definition of network. That network is a computer systems which are connected together to share the information or resources. So when we say that computers are connected together, naturally it will require some networking devices. So there are different devices given in your textbook, but from your exam point of view, you just have to learn these five: modem, hub, switch, router, and gateway. Only these five networking devices you have to remember. Let's move to the first one, that is modem. I hope you remember that I have taught you modem when you were in grade 7th. Okay, so modem, MODEM, where MO stands for modulator and DEM stands for demodulator. So what do you mean by modem? If you remember that few years ago, we used to have a landline telephone, and modem was a device which was connected to that phone so that we can use internet. Okay, this was a scenario. Now you should know that when we say telephone line, uh, the signals which telephone line carries is always an analog signal. Okay, the signal which a telephone lines carries is always an analog signal. But when we talk about a data, okay, a digital data, a data is always in digital form, a data always in digital signals. Okay, so there should be something which converts this analog signal to digital and digital to analog. Okay, so this is done by modem. Again I will tell, telephone lines have analog signals, and we are using the telephone lines to pass the data. Now the data should be in digital form, so there should be a device which converts analog to digital and digital to analog signals. So that device is called as modem. So modem stands for modulator and demodulator. So modem is a device or a program that enables a computer to transmit data, for example, through telephone lines or cable lines. Okay, so this is a picture of modem that it looks like this. Mm. Next is hub. Okay, now hub is also a networking device. It was previously more used when a number of systems were less. Okay, so it uses fiber optic cable. I hope you all are clear about the different cables which are used now. So hub generally uses fiber optic cable to get connected with the network. If you could see this picture given here, it is a hub. Okay, and you can see that these are the ports, these are the ports. So a fiber optic cable is used to connect your computer to this. Okay, and due to these devices, whatever computers are connected to this port becomes forms a network. Okay, so we have a network here. So a hub is also called as network hub, and it is common connection point for devices in a network. So all the devices which are connected to this hub forms a network. So a hub contains multiple ports. You can see that there are multiple ports. So there could be 4 or 12 ports. Purpose of hub is to form a single network segment on which all devices can communicate directly with each other. Okay, so it is very simple that there are less number of ports on this hub, and whatever computers I'm connecting here forms a network, and then we can communicate to each other through this hub. Okay, so as we have hub, similarly we have a switch. Now what is the difference between hub and switch? You can see the diagram, okay, of hub also and switch also, and you can notice that switch is having more number of ports than hub. Okay, so a device used on a computer network to physically connect devices together. It is also a communication device. It is also connecting computers together, but it is connecting large numbers of computer together. So such type of switches can be used to form a big LAN also. I don't know if you have seen it or not. In our school lab, we are using such type of switch. There is a cupboard above that computers. Okay, a glass door is there, and if you try to open it, inside that you can find such kind of switches. Okay, next time when school starts, you can definitely go to lab and check this switch. Okay, so switch manages the flow of data across network by only transmitting a received message to the device for which message was intended. Now what do you mean by this second statement? that uh, when many computers are connected to this port, you can see that there are many large number of ports to this switch. When we are connecting large number of computers through switch, and one of the computers sends any kind of messages to other to one of the other computer, the message is perfectly passed. For example, my personal computer is connected in a network having 30 different computers, and I want to send a message to a computer number 10. So my message will exactly go to that कंप्यूटर ओनली. ओके, मेरा मैसेज उसी कंप्यूटर को जाएगा जिसको मुझे मैसेज देना है. Okay, so this is possible because of switch. So switch allows point to point communication. Point to point communication allow karta hai switch. Okay, and switch has much greater performance as compared to hub. So there could be also a differentiation points, that what is difference between hub and switch. First, I will tell you that hub and switch, both of them are connecting devices. Okay, both of them are electronic devices. Both of them are connecting computers together. The difference is that hub is connecting small number of computers while switch is connecting a large number of computers. Okay, that is the difference. Number of ports, hub is having less number of ports, and switch, now I have written here that it has 24 to 48 ports, but actually nowadays today's switch may have more number of ports also. Okay, both of them are used in LAN. Switches and hub are both are used generally in LANs only. They are not used in internets or bigger network. You can also see the speed here, that hub has 10 mbps, means 10 megabyte per second data can be sent at a time, and switch can send 10 to 100 mbps and also 1 gbps, okay, of data at a time. So you can see the speed of switch is much larger, because of which we can say that switch has a greater performance. Then there are different manufacturers companies for hub and switch. Okay, and cost of hub is less and switch is more. Okay, because it has a greater performance. And you can see here the diagrams of hub and switch, and so you can clearly identify the difference. Okay, next important thing you are going to study is router. Router is very important because you may have many questions on router. Now what you have to remember here is, a router is a networking device that forwards data between computer networks. Again, it is a networking devices. But what is speciality of router? Router is generally connecting different networks. Routers are used in bigger networks. Router perform the traffic directing functions on internet. Now I will tell you the meaning of this traffic directing. You know that when you get connected to network, there are thousands and lakhs of people which are getting connected to network. जब आप नेटवर्क में कनेक्ट हो रहे हो, उसी वक्त बहुत सारे लोग नेटवर्क में कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं. And when you send some kind of message, mail or something to a particular person, ओके, तो आपने सेंड किया हुआ मैसेज बराबर उसी पर्सन को जाता है. ओनली दैट पर्टिकुलर योर फ्रेंड और अ पर्सन रिसीव्स योर मैसेज. ओके, सो योर मैसेज इज नॉट लॉस्ट एनीवेयर in so much of crowd also. Your message particularly goes to its destination perfectly, and this is because of router. So router is traffic directing, means there are lots of messages, lots of data, lots of mails coming together and going from one corner to other corner of the world. So everything is perfectly synchronized and managed because of router. We say that router routes the packet. Okay, it routes the data, means it जैसे postman होता है ना कि it takes a letter and coming from any sources, it takes the letter and it gives to the perfect address. It delivers that letter to the perfect address. Similarly, here also router takes the data and it delivers it to the perfect address only. So if I want to send a message to my ABC friend, um, no matter how much traffic is there on internet, router helps my data or my message or my mail to reach that ABC person perfectly. Okay, so it routes my data very properly without making my data lost anywhere. Okay, Now data means it could be any kind of data. It could be a web page, mail, or any kind of message or anything. Okay, now there is a confusion in your mind that what is modem and what is router. We use this general term कि मेरे पास modem है, मेरे पास router है. Okay, so what is the difference between them? Difference is that modem uh, modem connects to the internet while router connects your device to the Wi-Fi. I will just explain the meaning of this. To bring, you can read this first statement. To bring internet in your home, okay, to bring the internet at your home, you are going to need a modem. मॉडेम वो होता है जो आपके घर तक इंटरनेट लाता है. ओके, योर मॉडेम शेयर्स दिस कनेक्शन विद अ कंप्यूटर राउटर. मींस राउटर जनरली वो होता है जिसकी वजह से आपका डिवाइस नेटवर्क में कनेक्ट होता है. ओके, योर डिवाइस इज गेटिंग कनेक्टेड टू द नेटवर्क. So modem is bringing network to you, your system, and your system is getting connected to that network because of router. Okay, so it is interchangeably word you can use. Okay, so likewise differences, you should know that what is difference between modem and router. There is one more thing, that what is the difference between router and switch. Just now we have seen that switch connects less number of computer within one network. एक ही network के computer connect करने के लिए switch use होता है. But if we want to connect multiple networks together, switch is unable to do this work. Then we are going to require router. तो कंप्यूटर कनेक्ट होने हैं तो स्विच यूज होता है, लेकिन मल्टीपल नेटवर्क कनेक्ट होना है तो राउटर यूज होता है. ओके, सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दीज स्मॉल डिफरेंसेस. Read on Google, read your textbook, read as much as things you can read about router so that your concepts will be clear. Okay, so you can see this diagram which is in front of you. It is very clear that this is these are the three computers and they are getting connected through hub. Now here you can see few computers, they are connected through switch. Now these hub is used for this single network, switch is used for this single network, and if I want to connect these different networks together, I will require router. So it's very simple to understand that hub and switch form single network while router can connect two different networks. Okay. After that, the last device what you have is a gateway. Okay, a gateway. Now gateway is also a networking devices. It is a kind of hardware device which acts as a gate between two networks. Okay, it's very important. It acts as a gate between two networks. Now connection between two network using different protocols. Now I have introduced here a new word called as protocol. Do you remember we have studied it when we started the network topic? Protocol means set of rules which is used in communication. Every network has its own rules specified which is called as protocol. हर network का अपना अपना protocol होता है. So if two different network is to be communicated having different protocol, we require gateway. Okay, now please listen to my statement very properly. Router and gateway, both of them are connecting networks. दोनों भी network को ही connect करता है. Then what is the difference between gateway and router? Okay, for this, read this third line. This line is very important. Gateway regulates traffic between two dissimilar network. Okay, means gateway ऐसे दो networks को connect करता है जो dissimilar है. Dissimilar in what way? Dissimilar in protocols. दो ऐसे networks जिनके protocols बिल्कुल अलग है. They are networked or they can communicate with each other using gateways. वहाँ जो device use होता है वो gateway होता है. Whereas if I want to connect two networks having same protocol, I will be using router. Okay, so it is very simple. If you want to connect two network with similar protocol, router is used. If you want to communicate or connect two networks having dissimilar protocols or different protocols, gateways are used. ओके, सो दो ऐसे नेटवर्क है जिनका कंप्लीटली प्रोटोकॉल्स अलग अलग है, दे कैन कनेक्ट टुगेदर यूजिंग गेटवेज. Okay, so connection between two network using different protocols so that we can work online, email, online shopping, all these things can be done using gateway. When you do online shopping, the server, the sites to which you communicate, their protocols are different. You belong to different protocols, still you can properly do the online shopping because we have gateway inside with us. Okay, so I hope your concept is clear regarding gateway. So there are different examples of gateway. First, we can say firewall. You know what is firewall? Firewall is a kind of gate which allows uh, to restrict unwanted things to enter in your system. Okay, so firewall is more advanced type of gateway which filters inbound and outbound traffic, disallowing incoming data from suspicious and unauthorized sources. So firewall means you can have a protection layer, or you can stop the unwanted or unauthorized sources data to enter in your system. So it is also like a gate in your network. Okay, so it is a common kind of gateway. Proxy server is also a kind of gateway, but we will not go much deeper in this because you don't have it for your exam. So what you have is just a definition of gateway and router. Comparison between gateway and router. This could be asked in your exam. So please try to clear your concepts. Okay, so this is a diagram of gateway, and you can see that in left side you have a complete different network. In right side also you have a complete different network, and these two different networks having different protocols are connected using gateway. And one more thing you have to remember, gateway is also called as packet converter. It is the second name of gateway, packet converter. So just try to remember it if maybe it is asked somewhere. Okay, so only these devices what we have studied: modem, gateway, router, switch and hub. Only these devices you have to study. There are different more devices given in your book, but from your exam point of view, these 5 are more than enough. Okay, now after this there are some terminologies or some definitions which are very important, which could be asked in exam. So we will have a quick look. Internet, you all know now what is internet. It is a global wide area network, and it connects all the computer in world together so that you can share the information. You know what is internet now. Similarly, like internet, we have one more concept that is called as intranet. Now you can read the definition. An intranet is a private network accessible only to the organization staff. Okay, it means it is a kind of private network. जैसे internet publicly होता है, anyone can use it. Intranet is private. Suppose there is one organization, ABC organization. So a private network inside that organization is such that only organization staff can use it. No person outside can access that network. So then it is called as intra network. Intra, the word itself suggests that no one from outside world can access that net. So intranet. Next is bandwidth. Okay, it is common word you have heard many times. So learn the definition by heart. It is very important. Amount of data that can be transmitted in fixed amount of time. Now, I hope you know that when someone asks you the speed or bandwidth of your network, what you say, 10 Mbps, 1 Gbps. So what is this Mbps and Gbps when you say? It is megabyte per second or 1 gigabyte per second. So megabyte, gigabyte, this is amount, and per second is the fixed time. It is a time. So this is a definition of bandwidth: amount of data that is transmitted in fixed time. Per second, per minute, your time is fixed, and in that fixed time, what amount of data is transferred from your network gives the bandwidth. Okay, so it could be in bits, bytes, kbps, mbps, gbps, anything per second. Okay, so just remember the definition, that amount of data that can be transmitted in fixed amount of time is called as bandwidth. Next is internet service providers. Now, who are internet service providers? The organization that provides you द सर्विस ऑफ इंटरनेट, तो कौन किसका इंटरनेट यूज करते हो आप? BSNL, जियो, एयरटेल, वोडाफोन और यू नो मेनी service providers, and make sure that these service providers are not providing you internet in free of cost. They charge us something, you have to pay for that data, and then they gives us. Okay, so your computer cannot directly use the internet, you have to buy it, or you have to take the services from these companies, these organizations, and you have to pay for that. Nothing is free. Then website, you all know what is website. It is a collection of web pages. अलग अलग वेब पेजेस जब हम एक साथ जोड़ते हैं, then we are getting a website. You have gone through any website, go through Ashoka website, what you can see, there are different web pages, and you can may have text, audio, video, बहुत कुछ होता है उसमें. Okay, these are common websites. Generally it starts from www. Now many of you are confused between what is website and what is web portal. Website and what is web portal. So website means a location in internet. जैसे अगर मैं अशोका की वेबसाइट पे जाऊं, so where it is going to take me, it will take me directly to the location where Ashoka की information है. Okay, so it is a website means a location on internet and which is accessible to everyone. जैसे amazon.com, इस वेबसाइट पे अगर मैं गई, so अगर मैंने गूगल में डाला www.amazon.com or whatever, where it will take me, it will take me directly to the location where I can find Amazon. Okay, and it is publicly accessible to everyone, so that is website. Then what do you mean by portal? Portal is similar to website, but it is more personal. You require ID, username, password, etc. to log in. Okay, web portal is also taking me to the location, some particular location, but then I have to use some username or password. For example, अगर आपको अशोका का नेटवर्क ऑन करना है तो आपको पोर्टल डालना पड़ता है. You have to add user ID and password, then you reach that location. Okay, so just remember that website is publicly available while web portal is personally available. Okay, now what do you mean by web page? We always say that website is a collection of web page. So what is web page? Web page is a general document. Okay, what we get when we open a website. Website जब open करते हैं तो the first page what we get is called as home page. उस home page से हम किसी भी अगले page पर जाते हैं, that is a web page. Okay, और उस web page पे you can have text, graphics, audios, videos, hyperlink, anything. Okay, I hope you all know what is hyperlink. Hyperlink means कुछ icons या graphics होते हैं, when we click on them different page gets open. ठीक है, ऐसे ब्लू कलर की लाइन होती है, ब्लू कलर के अल्फाबेट्स होते हैं जिस पर जब मैं क्लिक करती हूँ some different web page gets open. Okay, so it is in blue color. Hyperlinks are always given in blue color and it could be in form of text or videos or images, कुछ भी. Okay, तो जिस चीज को हाइपरलिंक दी गई है, if we are clicking on it, different web page gets open. Okay, so hypertext is always in blue color. You have to remember this. Okay, next one more thing is URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Now, if I tell you to open a Google or Google Chrome, and when you or any other browser, maybe Mozilla Firefox or anything, any other browser, when you open, the first thing you can see is the URL. Okay, जहां आप सर्च करते हो या सबसे ऊपर वाली जो लाइन होती है, that. Okay, where you paste the links, where links gets open, that is URL, Uniform Resource Locator. So it is one of the most important part of the browser, you have to remember. Now this slide is very important and I think it would be the last slide, so please pay attention. Every computer has IP address. Okay, now remember that when I say internet, lakhs or millions of computers are connected on internet. Now from this large amount of computers, how to identify our computer? Okay, so for that every computer has a unique ID which is called as IP address. So IP address हर computer जो internet पे connect है उसका unique होता है. You will not have two computers or two networks having same ID और सेम आईपी एड्रेस. ओके, सो जैसे पोर्टल एड्रेस होता है, पोस्टल एड्रेस सबका अलग अलग होता है, हर एक घर का अलग अलग होता है. ईच हाउस हैज डिफरेंट पोर्टल एड्रेस. सिमिलरली एवरी कंप्यूटर हैज डिफरेंट आईपी एड्रेस. नाउ दिस आईपी एड्रेस इज ऑलवेज 32 bit. This line, last second line, you have to learn this line by heart because there will be too many questions on this slide. 32 bit का IP address होता है. It is always in number form and there are 4 numbers. You can see this example 192.54.11.102. So you can see there are 4 digits before and after the dots. Okay, so there are 3 dots and 4 digits. So it is always of 4 digits. You will never find an IP address of 5 or 3 digits. It is always of 4 digit sets. Okay, and one more thing you can see here, that each of this digit before and after the dot, you can see 192 or 54 or 11 or 102. It always lies between 0 to 255. इसमें से एक भी नंबर 0 to 255 के पहले या बाद में नहीं होगा. You will not have an IP address like 192.315. ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा. Each and every digit you can see here will always be in 0 to 255. So what you have to remember is, very first, IP address is a unique computer address in network. It is always unique and never repeated. It is similar to postal address. ये होने के बाद आपको याद रखना है that IP address is always of 32 bit. It contains 4 numbers and 3 dots. Each of the number is always lying between 0 to 255. And all these numbers is always separated by dot. No comma or semicolons are used. Okay, so you have to remember this slide. It is very important. Fine. And now protocols. We may have one more lecture on this protocol, but before that you have to remember these names. ये protocol के सारे जो नाम है, you have to remember this. Okay, so it will be your today's homework to learn all these names very properly. In next lecture we will study this protocols, that how it works. Okay, but now you have to learn the full forms. जैसे TCP/IP, this stands for Transmission Control Protocol / Internet Protocol. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. FTP, File Transfer Protocol. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. IMAP and POP, Internet Message Access Protocol and Post Office Protocol. So just remember these full forms. Okay, once you are done till here, in next lecture we will continue our lecture from the from this slide, that is protocols. Okay, so in today's lecture we have seen 5 important networking devices, that is router, gateway, hub, switch and modem. Okay, and then we have seen different terminologies. There could be many questions on this terminologies. For example, IP address से बहुत सारे questions आ सकते हैं. Intranet bandwidth की definition आ सकती है. Okay, there would be multiple choice questions, true or false, anything from this. Okay, so whatever I have taught today, kindly try to read it from textbook first, then watch these videos. Try to clear your concept. If you have any doubt, please feel free to contact me or ask me your doubts. Okay, we will continue from protocols in next lecture. I'm ending my lecture here. Thank you so much.